everyone. Once again, this is Dr. Praveen Parmar, and as you know, I am the founder of a media platform called Vyapaar Jagat.com. And we are on mission to enhance life of 1 million entrepreneurs. And today we have with us Mr. Chittranjan, and he is an entrepreneur. So let's imagine, a world wherein, whatever we see, whatever we are doing in our business, right? If suppose someone has to, explain everything through the video, someone has to explain everything through the animation. So how someone can be, so creative to, understand all your requirements, understand all your processes, and then design or animate, make it storyboard and so many stuffs, and make a very beautiful video which can explain all your business, right? So Chittranjan is an entrepreneur, and let us understand कि चित्रांजन की जो जर्नी है एज एन वीडियो क्रिएटर, एज एन वीडियो एनिमेटर, उनकी क्या चैलेंजेस है, हाउ ही स्टार्टेड, एंड व्हाट इज हिज विजन, व्हाट इज हिज मिशन. तो आइए एक इंट्रोडक्शन से स्टार्ट करते हैं. एंड इंट्रोडक्शन अगेन व्हेन वी से टेल योर स्टोरी, सो आई वुड लाइक to ask Mr. Chittranjan to give his introduction so that we can understand, we can know him better. Yes, Chittranjan, welcome to Vyapaar Jagat TV and Vyapaar Jagat platform. And yes, so it's over to you, Chittranjan.
Thank you, Praveen. Hello, everyone. I'm a MCA with a Bachelor of Science degree. Plus, I have done a Master in Multimedia Technologies. So, in general, from the beginning, my interest was in computers and art. So I started this company. Previously, it was named Studio 5, and I started it in 2001. As any tech person in India would go to internet first to find a business, the same I did. I joined some freelancing websites, and then I started making animations and designs myself. So I was the first employee of my company. And then onwards, I took the company on the level where nobody was much aware about the animation. We were a company of 40 people doing animations all over the world. And this was a picture in 2015 and 2014. And so from one person's company to 40 people company, that where we reached. Then I felt that in 2015, I felt that we should change the branding because it is little outdated now. And Studio 5, we changed to Triface International. This is more modern and more symmetric name to what we do. So I changed the branding and made it Triface International. So now we are into Triface International, and if I talk about my aim, eventually I want to make this company as public company. So, and one of the best animation companies in the world. I am focusing right now into B2B business animations, which includes animation towards businesses like explainer animation, 3D product animation, then industrial animation. Besides that, we also do 3D modeling, any level of modeling, that is organic, inorganic, we do that. And with process of rigging, animation, everything. This is a complete one-stop solution for your art and animation requirement. Even we do virtual reality, augmented reality. We have just introduced with Triface International. So this is what I like to do. This is where I am inspired. This is what I want to take it further on the next level, like international studios over the world are doing. They are using the technologies on the highest level possible in any medium. So we are also trying to do that right now. And we are using more of technology, more of intellects, and more of power of communication. So we have hybrid model of development where we have some people in-house and specialists outside India and India nationwide. So that is how we are right now functioning, and we have wonderful results. And very nice videos has come up. You may go on our website, trifaceinternational.com, to see how and what we do. You can also visit clutch.co. You will find our reviews over there. And recently we received an award from Vyapaar Jagat, founded by Dr. Praveen. So there also we are into, there were also we were into category of making best videos. So yes, in general, this is how right now we are, but we have very higher visions and aspirations. So which I will take it forward, and we want to do it in smallest possible time. As I follow Elon Musk as an inspirational person, besides many other. But Elon Musk once said, if you do something in 20 days, you can certainly do the same thing into 20 hours if you plan. So that is what we want to do. Studiofy took 15 years to reach up to 40 people. We want to reach to 4,000 people within next 10 years. So that is what we are looking for, and that is what we are aiming for. So right now, everything is going as per the plan with the support of people like Dr. Praveen. We are very much optimistic that we'll reach to the level where we want to do, where we want to reach.
This detailed introduction, I think now we understand that so I think I'm very first time I'm getting this particular thing, wherein a video agency having 40 personnel, again skilled employees who all are working on same mission, who all are working on all are having a same focus, right? So that's really very inspiring, very interesting. And Chittranjan, so just let us know how it was all started. कैसे आइडिया आया आपको कि because see, once you complete your master degree in computer applications, so it is more like you create more applications, you create more enterprise solutions, you go into the mobile app development, you go into the web app development. And so just let us know how it was all started and why you choose videos as your forte. Yeah.
Dr. Praveen, this is as like, I never wanted, or I never thought that I will ever open a company in animation or overall technology. Because in my college days, in my BSc days, I was always wanted to be a fighter pilot in Indian Air Force. So that was what I was working for all the time when I was in college. Right. But due to some personal reasons, in traditional families, they just don't want their sons to go into risky jobs. So same was with me. But during that, I learned a lot about overall flying experience. So I did flying also around 1,000 meters height in gliders. So that was how it was when I was in college. But when this dream dashed, I felt like now what is left? So everybody was doing computers at that time. It was very beginning when people were doing C, C++, and Java and all that. And so I also joined MCA. So I thought but I never liked to do program. I was towards management skills and marketing skills as well as art. What happened in that duration, that one movie called Matrix, you might have heard about Matrix.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So Matrix came and another came, Jurassic Park. So they were the beginning. When I watched those movies, especially Matrix, I felt I am the Neo. So yeah, many people might have felt after looking to that movie. So I thought that, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to use the technology on the maximum level to create such thing. I probably couldn't go in Air Force, but I can certainly create an animation for Air Force. So this is how it started. So I inspired with Matrix and Jurassic Park. And I felt like, yeah, this is it. This is what I want to do in my life. And fortunately, I could do that. I started with myself, as I said in previous question, that I started making animations and Flash programming. At that time, it was Flash. Now it is called Animator.
Correct.
So this is how the whole idea came into place. And then yes, then I started. And because initially we were 5 people, so I named it Studio 5.
Oh, I see.
And yeah, so, and 5 was my number as per numerology. Today also I follow number 5. So this is how it all started. Yeah.
Interesting. And so I also, by the way, Chittranjan, let me tell you, I also have done MCA. I have done BCA, MCA, right? So I easily correlate, with your journey that, after doing, bachelor's and master's in, computer applications, and how you entered into different, again, no, it is not different. It is, the same technology
It
world.
is same. Yeah.
Yeah, it is same the technology world. So, Chittranjan, let us know that whatever journey you have so far, what are the challenges you had, and how did you overcome, or how did you handle such risk or such challenges?
Yeah. See, I am from middle class family, or at that time I was from middle class family. So, as obvious, the biggest problem for middle class family for starting some business is funds.
Funds, yes.
Yeah, my family never thought that I will ever become an entrepreneur, but so they did not have much money to even buy a computer for me. This is a story of 2000 or 2001. At that time, computers were new and they were very expensive. I still remember I first used my computer, HCL computer.
Right.
HCL branded that. So that was the biggest challenge, that if I want to make it big, how will I bring the money? And when you are middle class, if you go and borrow from bank, that is also not that easy. When you are starting something new, bank also don't give you much funds. They give small loans or personal loans or that kind of. But so I decided that I will overcome this challenge myself. So I still remember I started with guru.com. That at that time it was moonlighter.com. And I thought that I will make money and grow the company. So I started doing the projects, and fortunately, because of guru.com, I received everything into dollars. At that time, dollar was 35, 39, but still it was a lot of money. And then the word, yeah, and the traffic was not there in sense of many competition was not there much of, like, just today it is too much competition because everybody knows technology and they use it. But at that time it was less. So dollar was very beneficial to me. And because of guru.com, once upon a time, I was the number one designer on guru.com from India. So that is the reason why I used to get a lot of projects. Now it was getting out of a single hand. So I couldn't manage it myself. So I started taking people, and I started one, then I added 2 more, then 3 more, and similarly. And it was going, and up to 12 people, it was going on freelancing. That much popular my profile was on this website. I never used anything than guru.com for freelancing purpose. There were other websites also, but I never required to do that. But after 12 people, I felt like with freelancing, you cannot survive for long. If you are making a company, freelancing websites cannot be enough. And it was the fact. So from 2012, I stopped doing, bidding into freelancing website and started doing the traditional marketing. So yes, the best friend, your best friend that time and this time is Google. So the very traditional process we followed. We made a good website, and then hired an agency. I still remember it is in Ahmedabad. The name is Opal Infotech. They really did a wonderful job, and so we started getting the project from Google itself internationally. And we were going very good. So it was so good that from 10, 12 people, we increased to 40 people by 2015. Yeah. And our office was at that time at Akshar Chowk in Vadodra. So And this is how I overcome all the challenges that I made the money myself. Even today, we are not borrowing from anybody. Today also, we are self-sustainable, We just, whenever required, we get enough projects, and now we are a strong brand over the world. A lot of people are looking to us. So I overcome all the challenges just by using my own mind, in marketing and sales. So right now also we are expanding. We are hiring more marketing people locally. So far we did internationally, but I am now planning to make it big in India also. So we are expanding in India also. So if you say about overcoming the challenge, yeah, I would say that the only thing which we did a lot of hard work, lot of brain work, and created very high quality projects. And right now we are creating even high quality projects in animation. If you ask me any question in animation, design, or whatever, I have the answers because that much experience I have into this field. Around 22 years now it's been. So overcoming the challenge is not problem as far as you are making dollars. If you are making just rupees, then that would be a challenge because you cannot hire very talented people if your business is just rupees because they expect a lot of. So yeah, but right now also we are getting good funds in dollars, and I mean international project. What I want to say.
True.
This is how we'll focus.
Yeah, Chittranjan. So, I mean, so many things you have said, and I got two more questions. So, one is like, you said you are making dollar even today, and you are growing good. So, where you want to reach in next 10 years, or what is your vision or the mission for next 10 years? Where you want to see yourself in next 10 years as an entrepreneur?
Yeah. See. If I talk about next 10 years, before that, I would like to talk about 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So in next 5 years, we'll be having branches in India in all major cities, which are Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, and many others. And at the same time, we also want to open some branches in cities like New York City, then in Germany also, in UK also, and in couple of more countries in Europe. So this is what I am aiming in 5 years. And then company will have that much fund automatically that in next 10 years, if you say I will require to make the company public.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is the eventual goal which I am having, that before I get less active, I want to make it public so public can manage the company later on after me. So that is the goal in next 10 years. The personal aspirations, there are many, but if you talk about business aspirations, then this is what I am thinking to make it in next 10 years. Yeah, of course, it will be just a similar brand to Microsoft or Apple or Adobe or Tesla. Tesla, I follow very closely. Not just Tesla, but any venture from Elon Musk, I follow very closely because they do very fast. And I want to understand that how do they do that very fast. I have received many secrets also that I know how to expand it quickly. I went to US once in around 2013. And that was also for felicitation of working with this one US company for consistently for 7 years. So they want to do felicitation in their year function. And I learned from that company that they have no staff in-house.
Oh.
Probably only higher management sits in office. Rest everybody they hire from around the world. And now they have 100 contractors with them. Just imagine. And they are just like payroll. So I learned from them that this is the best way. You save a lot of cost if you apply this model, and for means pandemic was not very good for many people, but for us it was a turning point because we changed the adverse into effectiveness. That pandemic apply our concept in India that you need to work from home, and we took it that forward, and now we try to keep people from home, whoever want to work from home. We don't keep any restrictions, especially in development staff.
Super.
So this is what I learned from this company from US, and the similar path I am following. And the benefits are so many because you always get your work done from experts.
Bilkul.
So,
Chittranjan, I'm stopping you here, but you mentioned that you want to make a exponential growth, right? And it is something wherein you are also focusing somewhere on the products. So making animation or creating videos is a service business. So how do you make it product, or you have something very special in your agency or your organization where you are considering those kind of templates or those kind of things as a product? So how do you portray it as a product, or it is something which is related to AR or augmented reality?
see, if I today in 2022 and tomorrow in 5 years, if we talk about animation and AR, VR and 3D modeling and whatever service right now we are providing, they all are one. They are not different.
Okay.
They are internally connected. See, you cannot make an VR application if you don't have animation.
Absolutely.
Because what VR does or AR does, they just, forecast the stuff, and the stuff they forecast, they are 3D. So they are internally connected, So what I see that instead of taking it as single signal units, I try to sell it in multi 360-degree solution for the entire, if I use the traditional word, multimedia into one form. So that is what right now I am doing. I am connecting each of these services into one bundle and trying to sell that into the market. So this is how I see this product as.
Okay, and for that, who is your target audience?
Yeah,
any organization or any specific to real estate industry or any specific to manufacturing?
No. See, this is very tricky question. This is very important question. Who is your audience? Who are your customers? I can say that any company who wants to run their business successfully, they have to sell.
Absolutely.
And if they want to sell, they need to innovate. And if they need to innovate, they need to make an animation. Why? Because in your beginning, you said just that how the animation works. So this is what we are trying, that any concept, see, if there is any concept, it is easy to explain if it is done with animation or some type of visualization. And that is why my customers or audience are simply all businesses, smaller, bigger, or any size. I am part of the marketing department. Triface International is part of the marketing department. If they don't have animations in place, it is very difficult to sell the product. And it is very easy to explain your product, your point, rather, I would say beyond that, not just product, service, or business, but your point. If you want to explain your point, rather than speaking, if you show it, that will be more effective. And that is why I connect to everybody and all the businesses around, and I will try to sell it every business possible who can spend the money.
Interesting. So, Chittranjan, बहुत सारी बातें हमने कर ली. It was about your business. Now I have 2-3 questions which is related to your personal life, your personal journey. So, Chittranjan, ये बताइए कि where do you spend your time other than business work or apart from office hours? So, where do you spend your time?
See, whatever I am doing, I am always into what I can do next. So as such, I am never free, as such, I don't think anything else, or it interests me little less. But if you say what I do with my free time, there is no free time, but still if I consider some free time, then in that case, I like to do few things. Like I like to read, especially technological, business management, then fiction. Then I like to watch Hollywood films in theater only. I don't watch Hollywood films or any film on mobile or laptop. I watch it in theater. So I like to watch those Avenger kind of movies into theater. So I do that. I like to do exercise. So I do some workout. And another most interesting thing which I like to do conversation with my 12-year-old daughter. I like to see her growing, looking to me. She is my inspiration. Whenever she look at me, I feel like I must do something special. Otherwise, how would be I will be her hero. So I like to talk with her about technology, about what she is doing. I mean, her studies, how her studies are important if in future, how mathematics is useful, how English is useful. I try to do conversation with her most of the free time when I am at home. So these things I like mostly. Yeah, I also like to eat. So I go to restaurant and eat some good food. In general, this is how it goes.
Superb, Chittranjan. And Chittranjan, so I mean, when you say you love to read books, so so when again in the previous question when you were talking about that particular US based company where they have hundreds of people, but nobody is sitting in the office and everybody is working remotely. So I have recently read a book, and the book's title is Company of One. Right, so Company of One says it is all about how you can make your business wherein you are the one, and you can outsource or you can manage things remotely. Superb. So can you suggest 2-3 books which you have read, whether it is a fiction or it was this sort of biography or it was on entrepreneurship? Any 2-3 books which you can just recommend?
I read one very interesting book some time back. It is very famous also. A Journey of a Yogi.
Mm-hmm.
That is a book based on spirituality. Yeah. And that book tells that everything human being thinks can be materialized. And some instances are given in that book. So that book really inspires me a lot, because so far whatever has happened with the grace of God, it has realized in reality. So I strictly follow that. I think about what I want to do next, and then I try to make it materialize. See, this is all about what you say, that perception your mind is having. And when your mind is having that perception and you put that perception into others' mind, your thoughts become reality. And that is exactly what I'm trying to do with Triface International. That in market, I want to create an aura or a persona that this company is like this.
Right.
They do only high tech. They do only good. And then they will be ready to pay the money which you charge. So what we are trying here, that through our website, through our this kind of interviews, through our text, through our content, we try to create an impression that this is the best company in what they do. And so far, I am quite successful in implementing this. We have just started, but still, we are very successful in putting this thought into people's mind. And I thank to that book that is The Journey of Yogi, which I read, and how that person just changed the whole. Many people read that book. It is very famous. So that one book I remember. Rest, there are many books which I have read, but I don't remember many. But see, everything related to Elon Musk, I read. Everything related to Bill Gates, I read. Everything related to Narendra Modi, I read. Everything related to Ratan Tata, I read. Everything related to Shivaji Maharaj, I read. Swami Vivekananda, I read. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, I read. So these people are my inspiration, and every material come from them, I read. So whoever is the author, whatever is the title of the book. But if they are talking about this people, I read them because I like to get lot of energy and inspiration from these people. And that is helping me to build and stay positive 24/7,
Absolutely.
I also, yeah. So, there is a lot, you never require to go any abroad country. India has got everything we want. India has got everything, talent, money. You just have to open your eyes and put your perception in people's mind. If you can, like Einstein has said, that if you cannot explain your concept to a 7-year-old person, child, you cannot explain to anybody your concept is a failure. So this is, I always follow that. I try to make the things simple to understand, and that is what the job of animation is.
Absolutely.
You try to make the complex concepts into a simple things, so people relate and understand it.
Very interesting, Chittranjan, and I think you have shared multiple things, and it's a great learning for many entrepreneurs, I think. And so, Chittranjan, now I know I have a very interesting question again, because see, I think every entrepreneur, everybody who has started just their journey, they are having this kind of questions wherein people are at one point of time, the leaders, the experts, they are recommending to go for hard work kind of thing, where they said don't take shortcuts, go for the hard work, and then you will get a success. And there is the other side where the same leaders, the other couple of leaders, they are talking about smartness. They are talking that you should choose a smart way instead of putting a lot of hard work. You can have the smart way, so that you can succeed easily in your career, right? So what are your thoughts about taking these two words, hard work and smart work, please?
See, this depends on what you are doing. I would say that the most important line is clarity. Clarity is power. So if you have clarity of what you want to do and what you are doing, you can achieve anything. So as far as smart work and hard work concerned, I do not require to open a laptop even in my whole day, So I don't do anything by my hands as far as work concerned. I do everything by my mind. Because mind is everything.
Absolutely.
So if you do smart work, you don't need to do any hard. But that depends on what position you are on. If I would say this in 2001, it was false. At that time, hard work was required. Now I am a CEO and founder of this company. So I don't need to do anything, I just need to show the people vision that where we are heading, where we want to go. So if I just do my job all the time doing computers and all, how will I remain free to tell them my vision? वो ऐसा बोलते हैं कि अगर सीईओ फ्री है ना तो ही कंपनी चलती है. अगर सीईओ बिजी है, पूरा टाइम कुछ करता रहता है, तो कंपनी में क्या हो रहा है उसको कुछ मालूम नहीं पड़ता. वो किसी को विजन भी नहीं दे सकता. So what is the most important thing? Most important thing is doing hard work and smart work depending on your position in life at the point. So if I do hard work right now, it will not work. If I do, see, brain work is also hard work. It is not simple. You get the similar tiredness at the end of the day in brain work as well as in hard work. The same thing. But the only thing is, when you do hard work, you just don't follow the things the way it should. You don't see into the things. You just do. That's never enough. If you want to be entrepreneur and want to be very super level of company you want to take, hard work will not help. Smart work will certainly help. Like we are talking on Zoom, we talk on Meet, we talk on Teams. What is that? Is it hard work? It is smart work. Every technology is trying to bring something, some product, some service to make life easier.
Absolutely, yeah.
Computers are developed for this sole purpose. So why would you do hard work? If you are working in some factory and doing the 9 to 6 job, obviously people expect hard work from you. But if you are in management, your job is only to show people line and pay them money. They don't require to do any kind of hard work. Yeah, if you sit in office for 12 hours, 15 hours, if you called hard work, that's a different thing. But if you're I consider smart work means using your mind. Hard work means using your hands. मैं पूरे दिन में कंप्यूटर खोलता भी नहीं, लैपटॉप फोन पे सब हो जाता है, और कोई मुझे बोलता भी नहीं कि आपने लैपटॉप पर मीटिंग क्यों नहीं की, आपने लैपटॉप पे ये नहीं किया वो. Why would I do that? If you are using a smartphone, let it do the smart work. So smart work will help, but you require a lot of experience behind that before applying. If you are just 21 years and you think you will do smart things by smart work, it will not happen. If you are 21, you will have to do hard work. First, you will have to prove to society, and then society will allow you to do the smart.
Absolutely.
So in my opinion, it depends on what stage of life you are standing. Accordingly, you should decide whether you need to do smart work or hard, or maybe combination of both. But
Cool.
entrepreneurs should always do the smart. What would you do as a hard work, as being an entrepreneur? What would you do? What do you call hard work? I call hard work means कंप्यूटर पे बैठ के प्रोग्रामिंग करना, या कंप्यूटर पे बैठ के डिजाइन करना, या एनिमेट करना. दैट इज हार्ड वर्क फॉर मी. बट अगर एंटरप्रेन्योर यही सब करेगा, वो खुद ही डिजाइन बनाएगा, वो खुद ही डिजाइन बेचेगा, वो खुद ही लोगों को समझाएगा, तो फिर तो ही विल नेवर मेक अ कंपनी. दैट वुड बी वन मैन army, and not army because you are not using people. It is just one person who is doing everything, and at the end of the day or few years, burned out.
Absolutely.
So डिजाइनर को डिजाइनर का काम करने देने का, एनिमेटर को एनिमेटर का करने देने का, बेचने वाले को बेचने का काम करने देने का, तुमको सिर्फ राह दिखाने की. यही तुम्हारा एज अ सीईओ या फाउंडर ऑफ एनी कंपनी, दैट्स द मेन रोल you should be playing. In my opinion, I am not that big yet, but so far what I have learned from life, this is what I understand. Meetings are more important than sitting on computer. उसी से कंपनी चलती है, meetings. As many meetings you will do in a day, that much successful you will be. And I don't call, like right now we are doing interview. Do you see any कोई परेशानी या टेंशन की शिकंज भी दिख रही है? Because for me, this is not work. This is what I do. This is what I have to do. This is what is my job, doing meetings all the time. And that's what I enjoy. So smart work and hard work, depending on the point where your life is right now. Yeah.
Absolutely, Chittranjan, and I think a lot of things you have shared, Chittranjan, and you have a very the different journey where without any investor you have started at your own, and everything was started from the scratch, right? And still
Very scratch.
yeah, very successfully you are running your business, and you are very happy. That is what I can see as of now, right, by whatever you are doing. So let us try to spread this particular happiness with other entrepreneurs, with new talent. So Chittranjan, before we end up this particular interview, my last question will be what message do you want to convey to other entrepreneurs, especially those who are starting to do something in the similar domain, in the area wherein you are working, right? And what size of opportunity you see, so that they can just start following you, and they can have you as their inspiration, and then they can start their own venture in this particular domain. So yeah, please share your message.
See, right now I'm not that big, but still, if it's help to somebody, I would certainly like to share my opinion about this. अगर तुमको एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना है ना, तो सबसे पहले क्लैरिटी रखो. अगर तुम्हारे पास 5 साल का रोड मैप नहीं है, तो तुम एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं बन सकते. सो सबसे पहले तुम्हें मालूम होना चाहिए तुम क्या कर रहे हो और तुम्हें कहाँ जाना है. पर्सनली, I am not talking about what is market, market is always good. तुमको आना चाहिए. मार्केट में धंधा तो है ही. सो अपने आप में look inside then outside. If you will see outside, you will be confused and will always stay on the same place. But if you look into inside your own, वो बोलते हैं ना ब्रह्मांडे ते पिंडे. So तुम्हारा जो ब्रह्मांड में है वही तुम्हारे अंदर है. So you don't need to ask the questions to anybody. You just need to ask the questions to yourself, looking into yourself. When I was 26, when I started the company, I was 26. And at that time, I was walking on terrace for hours, thinking that how I can take it to next level, how I can make it big. Hours and hours I was walking on the terrace and thinking about this. So instead of looking to outside, I was always looking to inside of what I can do, because things move only if I move. And it was showing me everything. कि भाई तुमको काम करने का, दिमाग भी चलाने का, लोगों को भी हायर करने का, सैलरी पे देने का, मैनेजमेंट मतलब लोगों को संभालने का भी, उनको खुश भी रखने का, ये सब मैं सोचता था और करता था. और कभी भी अप्लाई करने में मत डरो. क्या होगा, ज्यादा कुछ खर्चा होगा, कुछ लॉस होगा, पैसे ही जाएंगे ना. बट इफ यू विल नॉट ट्राई, you will fail. You will, because you are not doing anything. If you are not trying, you are not doing anything. So मैं हर एक्सपेरिमेंट को करता था और अभी भी कर. कभी कभी पैसे जाते, कोई बात नहीं, पैसे तो फिर से आ सकते. तुम अगर तुम्हारे रास्ते पे हो तो पैसे आ सकते. यहाँ पे गेम सिर्फ जो लोग जिनके पास बिलियंस है और उनके अगर कोई चिल्ड्रन शुरू करे तो इनके लिए चीज अलग है. बट जिनके पास नहीं है और उनको शुरू करना है और फिर वो लेवल अचीव करना है, तो उनके लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कि तुम्हारे मिशन में क्लैरिटी होनी चाहिए. अगर तुम्हारे मिशन में क्लैरिटी नहीं है, तुम अपने दिमाग में ओके नहीं हो, तुमको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, कंफ्यूज हो, तो तुम तुम्हारा प्रोडक्ट किसी को नहीं बेच सकते, क्योंकि तुमको ही नहीं पता है कि उसकी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, वो किसको यूजफुल है, वो क्यों है, उससे क्या बेनिफिट होगा. अगर तुमको ही नहीं पता है तो तुम दूसरों को नहीं बता सकते. इसलिए द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग विच आई फील इज क्लैरिटी एंड विजन. विजन होना तो बहुत जरूरी है. अगर मैं सिर्फ सोचता हूँ कि 10 साल में मुझे टेस्ला की कार लेनी है, तो एक बार सोचने से ही मेरा दिमाग सबकॉन्शियसली उस पर काम करता ही रहेगा. फिर मुझे टेस्ला की गाड़ियां दिखेगी, उसकी वेबसाइट दिखेगी, उसके बारे में सब दिखेगा, ये सब होने लगेगा. सो यूनिवर्स विल टेक केयर कि तुम्हारे सामने क्या क्या लाने का है. तुमको सिर्फ एक बार सोचने का है और उस पर चलने का है. See, I don't know whether I will be able to make the company in IPO in next 10 years, but I know that I will do everything possible to make it happen. हुआ नहीं हुआ ऊपर वाले की इच्छा, पर मैं कोशिश करता रहूंगा कि ये चलना चाहिए. और सी, तुम्हारा विजन नहीं है ना तो तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. चाहे तुम कितने भी एक्सपर्ट एनिमेटर हो, कितने भी अच्छे डिजाइनर हो, कितने भी अच्छे प्रोग्रामर हो, तुम नहीं कर सकते. अगर तुमको एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना है तो तुमको मैनेजमेंट में घुसना ही पड़ेगा. तुमको लोगों को मैनेज करना और उनको खुश रखना, ये दोनों साइड पे, एम्प्लॉय साइड पे और कस्टमर साइड पे तुमको आना ही चाहिए. एंटरप्रेन्योर का जॉब काम करना नहीं होता है, एंटरप्रेन्योर का जॉब दिमाग चलाना होता है. काम करने तो वाले तो वो सैलरी पे रखते हैं ना, रख सकते हैं, लेकिन खुद को तुम कैसे सैलरी पे रखोगे? खुद का दिमाग तुम्हारे में नहीं है तो तुम्हारी कंपनी नहीं चलेगी. यू आर डूइंग योरसेल्फ प्रोग्रामिंग फॉर अ प्रोजेक्ट and you don't have any help. Most of the time will go into executing the project. When will you think about your company? कि मुझे अभी एक एम्प्लॉय से 2 करने, 2 से 4 करने, 4 से 25 करने, 25 से 5,000 करने, वो कैसे तुम सोचोगे अगर तुम खुद ही प्रोग्राम कर रहे हो तो? सो मैंने जैसे पिछले टाइम कहा कि सीईओ और फाउंडर हैज टू बी फ्री ऑलवेज. उसको सिर्फ बोलने का कि भाई 10 बजे ये काम हो जाना चाहिए, और अगर वो भी नहीं होता है तो पूछो बहुत पोलाइटली क्यों नहीं हुआ, क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है, क्या हर्डल्स है, और वो भी सॉल्व करो. किसी को प्रॉब्लम नहीं होनी चाहिए क्योंकि दिमाग का काम तुमको सौंपा गया है ऊपर वाले ने. सो मैं हमेशा ऐसे एग्जीक्यूट करता हूँ. आई नेवर ब्लेम टू एनीबॉडी कि भाई तूने क्यों नहीं किया 10 बजे, तेरे को बोला था ना. सो इट विल नॉट चेंज एनीथिंग. इफ यू विल आस्क हिम एंड ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाई ही कुडंट डू, then you can give him solution कि भाई ओके ये प्रॉब्लम थी तो तू अभी ऐसा करना. वो सॉल्यूशन भी तुमको ही देना पड़ेगा. वो आदमी ढूंढ सकता है तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं ढूंढ सकता तो कोई बात नहीं, तुम दो. सो दिस इज, मतलब तुम्हारा जो विचार है, तुम्हारा जो विजन है, वो तुमको तुम्हारे लोगों में भी डालना आना चाहिए, तो ही वो लोग अच्छा कर पाए. See, if my team fails, it is not their problem. It is my fault. मेरे में था कि I couldn't guide them properly. I didn't show them proper way. Some or other things जिसकी वजह से they failed. So it is my responsibility, not their. मैं कभी भी कि मेरे किसी के भी फेलियर, मेरे ऑफिस में जो भी है, किसी के फेलियर का उनको ब्लेम नहीं करता. मैं पहले अपने आप को ब्लेम करता कि भाई मैंने शायद डायरेक्शन ठीक नहीं दिया, मैंने शायद अच्छी तरह से एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया. उन्होंने तो काम किया, नहीं तो वो भी एंटरप्रेन्योर होते हैं ना भाई.
बिल्कुल.
हाँ, तो वो नए लोगों को अगर कुछ करना है तो उनको यही सोचना है, यही समझना है कि, और थोड़ा, और दूसरा बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि पढ़ो. तुम्हारे जैसे तुम्हारे बॉडी को खाना चाहिए, वैसे तुम्हारे दिमाग को भी वो चाहिए खाना जो बुक्स में से आता है. अरे तुमको कोई मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर की जरूरत नहीं है, तुम खुद ही बहुत बड़े मोटिवेशन इनफ हो. सो दिस इज वेरी सिंपल, आई मीन हार्ड टू अप्लाई, बट इट्स वेरी सिंपल थिंग दैट इफ यू हैव क्लैरिटी. सी, हर्डल्स तो आएंगे, किसकी लाइफ ऐसी है जिसमें हर्डल नहीं आते? हु इज देयर ऑन द होल अर्थ? आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग जस्ट इंडिया. कितना भी पुअर नेशन हो, कितना भी डेवलप नेशन हो, उसके सिटीजन्स को, उसके इंडिविजुअल्स को प्रॉब्लम तो होंगे, बट आगे कौन निकलते हैं? जो उनको ओवरकम करके आगे चलते रहते हैं. हाँ, और दूसरा मैं इंपॉर्टेंट मैसेज दूंगा कि you are soul, all right, but who carries your body carries you. So अगर तुम तुम्हारे बॉडी का यानी तुम्हारी हेल्थ का ख्याल नहीं रखोगे तो तुम्हारा दिमाग कितना भी करने को बोलेगा, तुम्हारा बॉडी अलाउ नहीं करता तो तुम कैसे करो? सो रेगुलर एक्सरसाइज और वर्कआउट, भले 15 मिनट हो, वो बहुत जरूरी है. क्योंकि इफ यू, स्वामी विवेकानंद ने जैसे कहा है कि तुम्हारा बॉडी मजबूत होगा ना तो तुम्हारा दिमाग अच्छा चलेगा. बिकॉज वेयर योर माइंड बिलोंग्स, इट बिलोंग्स इन योर बॉडी. सो इफ इट इज हेल्दी, इधर दुख रहा है उधर दुख रहा है तो तुम्हारा फोकस कैसे होगा? और उसका सबसे बेस्ट तरीका है कि रोज वर्कआउट करो, जितनी भी देर हो सके, 15 मिनट, आधा घंटा, 1 घंटा, जैसी जिसकी कैपेसिटी, टाइम, वो ऐसा उनको वर्कआउट करना चाहिए. सो इट इज ऑल अबाउट माइंड गेम. दिस इज नॉट एट ऑल अबाउट बॉडी. Body is just a career. It will go, but you will still be alive somewhere. So this is my message. So take life as a beautiful thing. Enjoy, have fun. Don't press much. Sometimes some things are not in your control and you can't do anything. Leave it. God will look into it. He will fix the problem. So you don't need to think about it, something you can't change. But whatever you can change, you should. वो न्यूटन के लॉ में बोलते हैं ना, थर्ड लॉ में, कि अगर तुम किसी चीज को मूव नहीं करोगे तो वो मूव नहीं होगी. दैट इज सेकंड लॉ, आई गेस. तो वैसा ही है, अगर तुम किसी को हिलाओगे नहीं, अगर तुम्हारे यहाँ ऑफिस में रोज एक आदमी काम करने आता है जो सुबह आ जाता है, शाम को चला जाता है, पर जब तक तुम उसे बताओगे नहीं कि क्या करने का है, वो कैसे करेगा? और फिर उसमें तुम बोलोगे यार तू तो आता है लेकिन कुछ करता नहीं है, तो वो कैसे होगा? तो वो तो दैट इज नॉट राइट वे ऑफ मैनेजिंग द कंपनी. दिस इज एप्लीकेबल टू 100 लोगों की कंपनी हो तो भी और 2 लोगों की कंपनी हो तो भी. द रूल इज ऑलवेज सेम. और ऑलवेज रिमेन ऑप्टिमिस्टिक अबाउट योर लाइफ. नेवर बी पेसिमिस्टिक. ऑप्टिमिज्म में तुम्हारा कॉन्फिडेंस बना रहता है. पेसिमिज्म में कैसा होता है कि अगर तुम वो डिप्रेशन की चेन में चले गए तो चले गए, फिर उसमें से वापस पॉजिटिव होना, फिर तुम्हें किसी और की हेल्प की जरूरत पड़ेगी. सो देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स व्हिच आई कैन टेल, बट बेसिक थिंग्स आर दिस. सो मुझे व्हेन समबडी कम टू मीट मी एंड इफ दे टॉक अबाउट देयर प्रॉब्लम्स, आई ऑलवेज एक्सप्लेन दिस कि भाई you will have to solve your problems. Nobody will come to you. Yeah, you can get the help, but for help also you will have to ask, na?
Absolutely.
You will have to ask to somebody कि भाई मुझे ये problem, वो problem. How you go to doctor? That's the same thing in business also. You can talk to people, you can have friends, discuss the ideas and apply the ideas together. मैं ऐसे ही करता हूँ. मेरे ज्यादा दोस्त नहीं है, लेकिन the people who work for me, I always open to accept their ideas, because एक दिमाग कितना क्रिएटिव हो सकता है, बट उसकी जगह पे 10 लोग तुम्हारे पास काम कर रहे हो तो उनका तुम मिलके सोचो तो कुछ भी इम्पॉसिबल नहीं है. और जिन्होंने ये बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज इंडिया में या फॉरेन में बना के रखी है, वो भी तो अपने जैसे ह्यूमन बीइंग है ना. दे आर नॉट सुपरमैन्स. देयर इज नो सुपरमैन इन रियल लाइफ. बट उन्होंने इवॉल्व किया अपने आप को. दे मेड इट हैपन. दे स्टिक टू देयर मिशंस, दे स्टिक टू देयर गोल्स. तो आज एलन मस्क हैज गॉट द मनी, इट्स पैरेलल टू श्रीलंका's whole GDP. He can buy a whole country. So this is what one person can do, and this is what whole country can't do.
सही बात है. Very interesting. I think very deep and so many things you have said, Chittranjan. And so by the way, let me tell you, so you are a great mentor, Chittranjan, because so those who are trying to enter into this particular domain wherein you are giving services, and you are ultimately enhancing life of entrepreneurs, and you are adding a lot of value to their business. So for them, if suppose somebody is looking for any support, so Chittranjan is a person, he is the one, you can consider as your go-to person, and he has gone through so many things. And I think this is the real experience. And so when somebody is just learning, and so there are two ways of learning. One is you can experience at your own, and then that you learn that how everything is happening. And the other way is you can learn from others' experience. And that's what I see as of now here for new talent, new entrepreneurs. Whatever Chittranjan has learned, you can learn from his experience, because he has put a lot of efforts, lot of things, and he has gone through so many tough things. So that is how he is talking about such words. And with that, Chittranjan, I am very thankful, and thank you so much for joining for this particular video interview. And yeah, so before we conclude, my request to all the viewers to do not forget to subscribe this particular channel, Vyapaar Jagat TV. And we are working on series of video this year, as we are promoting the hashtag Mera Vyapar Meri Pehchan, and we are looking forward to have such entrepreneurs like Chittranjan, who believes that whatever they have done for their business, that is became their identity. So that is became their own pehchan, right? So that is something that what we are promoting. So do not forget to subscribe and put the click on that particular bell icon, so that you get notification, and we will bring a lot of inspiring stories to you. And once again, thank you so much, Chittranjan, for joining this particular session, this particular interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Praveen. Very nice to meet you. It was a wonderful interview. I hope I could help to people around, whoever will watch this video. And I wish all the new entrepreneur best of luck, and best of luck to you also, Dr. Praveen, for your unique venture.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy to be part of this interview. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.